Hi. I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder over Christmas break of 2011. My psychiatrist diagnosed me with it, but my therapist says that I don't have it. And I'm really not sure what to believe, because when I read the symptoms and the reasons why one might have BPD, I see why I don't see why I wouldn't have it. So I guess to be diagnosed with it, you have to have at least 5 of the 9 symptoms. So the 9 symptoms are abandonment, sensitivity, unstable relationships, identity disturbance, impulsivity, suicidal behaviors or self-harm, chronic feelings of emptiness, inappropriate anger, stress-induced paranoia or dissociation. So I guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I can't do math, so I had to count. Okay. So, the ones that I do have are abandonment sensitivity, frequently fearing being left or abandoned by loved ones or friends. Yeah, I have that pretty bad. I even remember when I was little, if I had someone come over, or if I went to someone's house, afterwards, when they weren't there, and I was alone again, I just felt like shit really bad. I just felt so empty, and I was like, ugh, this is stupid. What am I supposed to do now? Like, without people, I'm just a breathing, living mass of cells and humanness. And it's just, it doesn't feel cool at all. Unstable relationships. I don't think that I have this one, because I had a relationship that was 2.5 years. 2 of the years were online, long distance, and that relationship was like perfect online, but when it was in person, he didn't have like any money, and he wanted to spend it on a bunch of expensive things and just basically waste it when he really needed to save it for an apartment and like food. But he wouldn't. And then I guess I became naggy. I'm sorry, I was just trying to keep him off the streets from being a hobo. But whatever. Definitely. It was bad when he got here. I was really, I was easily irritated. Pretty bad. Yeah, just upset with everything, basically. So, I mean, I don't think I have that. My relationships with my friends are great. So, I don't know. I think that was just situational. Identity disturbance. Experiencing frequent changes in self-worth. Or feeling unsure about identity. Feeling non-existent. Okay. With these, self-worth, what's that? I definitely have no self-worth at all. I feel like I'm not worth anything or anyone's time. I feel like what's the point to me? Like, I can't do anything perfectly, so why even live? And the reason why I think that I should do everything perfectly is because my mother was emotionally and physically abusive and used the Bible to justify what she did to me. I mothered my brothers, my 3 of them, all younger than me, the whole house was my responsibility to take care of. Like, I had to clean it, and if I didn't clean something perfectly, then I was punished for it. The punishments were a little harsh, like pulling out a quarter size of hair out of my head so that I had like a bald spot on. Yeah, that wasn't necessary, but I mean, it happens, I guess. Let's see, I've always felt like I don't know who I really am. I went to, I think, 7 or 8 different elementary schools, and every time I went to a new one, I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. So, last time I did this, and that didn't work out well, and people didn't like me. So this time I'm gonna wear, like, all pink this year, and then maybe people will like me, or, like, I'm gonna wear all purple this year because that seems cool, and maybe I'll get friends. And I would completely change who I was when I went into school, like, and just to get people to like me. And yeah, so eventually I kind of lost who I was, and I don't know, don't know who I am, and I definitely feel non-existent, or at least sometimes I would definitely like to be sometimes. Like, just stick me in a coma for a while so I don't have to deal with anything. It's just all too much. Okay, suicidal behaviors or self-harm. I have made suicide attempts. Threatening to commit suicide to communicate emotional pain and to see if others care. Yeah, I did that. When my ex, like, the reason why I was diagnosed with borderline personality is because my ex, my first boyfriend, the first person I ever felt love from and gave love to, he cheated on me, and his dad was, like, threatening to sue me because I was burning some stuff. Like, it was my stuff that reminded me of him, so he shouldn't have freaked out, but he was going to sue me and call the cops on me. So I called my ex and I said, you know what, your dad can't sue me if I burn all of your shit with myself, can he? Like, there's not gonna be anyone to sue if I'm gone. So, I mean, I literally planned the whole thing out, but then I heard sirens and I was like, oh shit, they're coming for me. So I still burned his stuff, some of my stuff too. But yeah, they put me in the psych ward, and it wasn't a fun time. And engaging in acts of self-harm without intending to commit suicide, like cutting. I cut. I have a lot of scars. Actually, the day that I went into the emergency room that led to the psych ward, they had to glue up one of my cuts. Ugh. I just don't know how to handle situations like that, and it's actually the second time that he cheated on me, so I wasn't handling that well at all. And people are like, oh, it's so stupid to cut, it doesn't even make any sense, but when I cut, it's like trading in an emotional pain for a distraction with another pain. Like, it takes away the emotional, like, I become less aware of the emotional pain, and it's easier to deal with because it's just, like, not there. That's why I do it. Emotional instability. Experiencing intense negative feelings and reaction to day-to-day situations. Feeling intense sadness, irritability, or anger. I'm not an anger kind of person. That's totally not me. Irritability? Yeah. Anger? No. Having frequent and intense mood changes. That kind of sounds bipolar to me. But I do have negative feelings in reaction to day-to-day situations. And like, I question, like, who doesn't, but maybe it's just people with this. But I do have intense emotions, and I don't really know how to deal with them or control them. I don't have anger, though. Like, it takes me a lot to get angry. A lot. Okay, let's see. Chronic feelings of emptiness. Yeah, I have that. Yeah, it's pretty bad how much I have that. Like, the whole friends going away and just feeling empty. Yeah. I've had that forever. And now, without my ex, like, having someone to talk to that, like, showed love and affection with me, yeah, it kind of sucks. I feel it. Inappropriate anger. Don't have that one. I definitely have dissociation all the time. Especially when it comes to, like, things in my past coming up to the surface. yeah, I'm dissociated like probably 50% of the day, just because I don't want to handle certain situations. Like some of my teachers, if I turn something in and they like tell me that it was bad, like, or if I get a low grade on something, I'm like, they hate me and they're gonna hurt me, and like these are the things that run through my head, even though I know that they're not gonna like beat me or anything. It's just I have these like flash feelings of what I felt like when I wasn't perfect or good enough with my mom, and it affects my relationship with my teachers because I can't handle the situation. So any insight would be nice if you have any on whether you think I am or not. I just kind of want to get this over with. Like, I've been waiting my whole life to be diagnosed with some mental illness because my mom said I would be, because my aunt has schizophrenia and she always accidentally called me by her name. Yeah, so help would be nice. I would like to know. I'd like to know so I can fix it, so it can be over with. I just want to be normal. I'd just like to be normal. Thanks.